Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to him.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Hurts throws on target to Duvernay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Running on 1st down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. But they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on second down,
Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 9.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they can't bring him down. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Hurts throw complete there to Thomas.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 31, Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown.
Caden Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, sports. Let's go.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Sherman. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And he's got room. He's at the 40. 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Let's go, baby.
So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A give. This is Chubb. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10.
Hurts. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for two.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go. The Browns will go for two. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure. Shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Browns down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He'll look to throw.
Connects with Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Handoff comes to Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They run. Chubb. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.